Oh, Twitch. Or, well, that wasn't Twitch's fault. Oh, PlayStation, did you think you could silence me? Here's the thing about me. My big mouth will not be silenced. Okay, so what happened was, my apparently something with the database corrupted, so I take it as PlayStation 4 issue. So guess what? Oh shit. Gotham Knights. This game has never given me any trouble that I can think of. This is also with up there with Far Cry 5 for my favorite game ever. I love this game. This is like my comfort game that hasn't been tainted. So, yeah, we are Raven, honey, stop. So, there we go. Stay here and behave yourself. So, yeah, we're gonna play the Gotham Knights just because I will not be silent. I end my streams when I want to end them, not when PlayStation decides and says you're done. So, hi, once again. Say hello to Jason Todd. So, I was playing Far Cry 5. I was talking. I was giving a mental health update. Finally decided to get around to giving one. Um, as I was saying, I was doing much better. I started to do better. Yay! Big thumbs up. Um, I was explaining in that one about really, really focus on yourself, because people say they're your friend, and really what they're doing, though, while they're patting you on the back, give you a little pat on the back. I think they're saying, "I knew you could do it. Good job. Well done. Pat." They're really what they're doing is looking for a place to stick the knife. Had one of those. That's why I no longer call the playable characters for Far Cry 5 what their actual title is. I refer to mine by his name, which is Jacob Seed, because that's who I play as. Because that name has been ruined for me forever. I really thought Far Cry 5 was going to be ruined for me forever, but you know what? Some of my favorite games, I'm taking back as my favorite games. I'm not having them ruined. I'm gonna be silenced. I will not be silenced. Look at this face. This is the face of vengeance. And that's the ass of vengeance. Jason, get it down. Thank you. Oh shit. Okay, there we go. Would you just? There you go. That's what I'm. It's very hard to get him to that one particular gargoyle. It always has to be that one. But we're back. We're live. I really need to put the other phone because mine's getting too hot. I'm still trying to find all the collectibles. I'm really mad because I actually had someone in stream that I was talking to. So very upset that I lost the stream. I did not cut it off on purpose. It kicked me out. Something with a database corruption. Every time I play Far Cry 5 for quote unquote too long, as it's trying to do now, it kicks me out, which really upsets me. Can't kick me out of Gotham Knights. I have ended up in so many debates about Far Cry 5 too. Like I had somebody try to tell me that the game came out in 2017 when, my goodness, as much as I played that game at the time, I knew it came out in 2018. And that was something that I fought tooth and nail over. Turns out I was right. Said person didn't want to admit that I was right, but had no choice because I was right. But yeah, I don't know as much about like everything about Gotham Knights as I do with Far Cry 5. I'm learning. Whoa, what's going on? Hello? This is another reason why I wasn't using Gotham Knights while I was doing my talking, because stuff like this happens. And guess what? And boing.
Down and out.
here too. Why did I turn off my fan? But yeah. What I'll say, mental health update. Yay. I say yay because I'm finally doing better. I have good news for everyone that cares. It's not as bad, but I finally managed to pull myself with some help out of the really dark place that I was in. And I can sleep again. Only thing that's wrong now is the fact that I have a little bit of, insomnia. And still trying to fight that. Could be because of the fact that I stay up late, but I take nice hot showers before bed. I know there's some people that tell me, you don't need to take showers before you go to sleep. I take showers before I go to sleep. People that take showers in the morning, go about their day, and then don't take a shower that night, like they just have all their all day germs. How? How do you sleep? But yeah, I'm starting to do better. I'm really happy about that. I'm not crying myself to sleep anymore. That's a big, for me, that might seem kind of small to some people. For me, that's a big step. That's a big win. The part that has me so upset was the fact that the reason some of the stuff that I was crying about didn't deserve tears. Wasn't even worth it. But, you waste, shoot, almost 10 years of your life talking to somebody, supposed to be friends, being there whenever they need you. Like, I'm not trying to sound like I'm tooting my own horn, but I was there every time this person needed me. I tried to be there for everything. I mean, the only thing I could be was like coming on PlayStation or Xbox, mostly PlayStation. They only play Xbox like every once in a green moon. But I would be here to talk. What if those QR codes do anything? I'm getting distracted. Um, I tried to do whatever I could. I tried to be the listening ear. I tried to be the voice of reason, even though I'm mostly a little gremlin on people's shoulders. But I tried. There were nights when I was literally laying in bed with the flu, the the flu we can't talk about online. Literally laying in bed sick. I like I am not even kidding. I felt like I was too sick to die. That's how bad it was. But oh, hello. Goodbye. And then like being 103, almost 104 fever.
You owe me one.
Laid in bed with a bucket beside you to try to keep you from so if you threw up, then you had something there, covered in tissues, and still just trying to be there, just being a listening ear. Oh, y'all ain't know what I was looking for, but guess what? Need his face.
Never thought I'd see Red Hood in person.
I mean, I wanted to be there. And when I tell somebody that I'm gonna be there, it's not words. I will with every ounce of strength that I have, I will do everything I can to be there for somebody. And if I give you my word, I don't care what it takes, I will see to it. Because growing up where I came from, I was always told you're only as good as your word. If your word don't mean nothing, then you're a shit person. Then you're worth nothing. You're worthless if you give your word and you don't even attempt to try. Basically, that's how I was raised. You're as good as your word. If your word no good, you're no good. So that's why I was always taught to, if you give your word, keep it. If you don't think you can do it, don't even do it. Don't take the chance. So I was there for this person when they were trying to find a job, when they left their job. I'm still thinking they got fired. I don't think they had another job after that or before that. I think they had three. I want to think there was three different ones. Then this person, then they ended up getting the job that they last like 2 years ago when I heard from them. They still had it. Was with them through that. Was with them when they lost their dog. Was with them when they almost got arrested. Was with them whenever they had storms. Every time there was a storm, I would stay up even later. Like it would end up being like 4 in the morning, storm going on. I would still be awake, and at that time, I could sleep. I was sleepy. My eyelids was trying to close, but I was not going. I was like, I would ask them, how bad is the storm? If they said it was bad and it was just starting, I would literally go to the kitchen and get me something with caffeine just to keep me awake. Which doesn't work for me because I can literally down an entire 16-ounce Mountain Dew and go back to sleep. So I'm not sure what my insomnia problem is. But I could be playing with someone and I would, between every time I would die, which was very often. If it was important, I would go find me a corner to hide in and reply. I would pause my games. Sometimes I would even stop my games. There have been multiple games where I stopped playing just to go play with them so they'd feel better. And this is the same person that, when I came to them for actual help, like struggling help, it took them an hour just to send, oh no. That stupid ass wide-eyed emoji. Same kind of emoji peeping Tom's using when they're looking at somebody in the windows. And that's when I realized now it was time to focus on myself. There was nothing that was saving that friendship because they were playing with somebody else and they had told me, I'm burnt out from video games, I'm gonna take me some time off. Yeah, I know I gave them like 3 different accents there. Bite me. And here I was in the last video saying I was trying to be a better person. That was last stream Gibbs. This stream Gibbs is pissed off because the stream went. Any whoosies. This is the little subject that I really want to touch on a little more. Is the part that I told y'all about with them talking about me to Duck.
I heard about you, Red Hood.
How many people? I mean, let's be real here. How many people, good sense, let's put it like that, will talk about you, who's supposed to be your best friend, and talk shit about you to the best friend's brother or sister. Like, me and Duck have a weird siblingship. Most people would say it's weird. We, yeah, we didn't have friends growing up. Um, there was a big age gap between our oldest brother and then Duck and then me, because there is a 15-year age gap between my oldest brother and Duck, which means there is an 18-year age gap between me and my oldest brother. There is a 3-year difference between me and Duck. We were the only kids in our neighborhood, in our street. Our little street was like a neighborhood. There was, well, technically we were the only kids in the neighborhood because all the other people in our neighborhood was old. But we were the only kids. It was just me and Duck. And from a very young age, me and Duck we were tight. We were best friends. So there was being that close of an age gap. Um, me and Duck were weird. Little, like I would be in the little, I don't know what they're called, kangaroos. They called them on Rugrats. Little bouncy thing where you with the wheels on it, just like across the floor. Duck would be playing his little wrestling game on the original PlayStation. He had the controller sitting there on the kangaroo thing and have me somebody picked so he thought he was beating somebody up when really it was a computer. Or it was just a person, not a computer, it was a person that wasn't moving. I wonder if there's something over here I can get. And as we grew up, we kind of just, we never really saw each other like siblings, like the fighting all the time. I hate you more, until like our teenage years, then we started really getting each other's throats. But we were always there for each other. Like we were those siblings that if someone messed with one of us, the other one was coming in. And we were coming in like a mockingbird. If somebody bothered Duck, I was there. If somebody bothered me, Duck was there. Just like those kids at Chick-fil-A. Like when we were little, we were mean. Well, I was mean. I was mean as a snake. Um, as a child, I ruled the Chick-fil-A playground, guys. I'm not even kidding. Um, and one kid thought he'd be a smart aleck, and guy thought, I don't know if he thought I'd be scared. I mean, he was a little boy. I don't know if he was trying to impress somebody or what. But he was like, I'm gonna go get my big brother, and then we'll see what you do. And I was like, that's fine, I'll go get my big brother, and we'll see what you do. Well, he brought in this little stick figure of a brother. That was a chunky boy. I mean, I love Doug. Doug's still, he's the best. Best brother anyone could ever ask for. But it was a chubby little boy. And they didn't like when I said I was going to get my brother and her, I'd be Doug. Because I told him, I was like, he even asked. I just walked out, Duck over there, in there eating chicken nuggets. And I'm like, Duck, told me we need, I need you. This kid wants to fight. He's going to get his big brother, and I told him I'm going to get mine. Doug was like, stay less. So we went, and we started, and we were going to fight. Well, he got broken up by Mom and Dad. That was nice. Didn't get to fight. Mom and Dad found out. It's the whole thing. And then my grandpa tried to fight somebody because they said something to him about controlling us. Right after Dad said that we needed to be setting a good example, and my grandpa had, oops, I thought I could land on that. My grandpa, being a deacon of the Baptist church, wanted to fight, about to fight somebody in a Chick-fil-A playground. My grandpa didn't play when it came to his grandkids. He was on inmate time when it came to us. But we've always had each other. And for somebody to try to talk supposed to be a best friend talk about me to him and think that he wasn't gonna tell me is yeah, you stupid. You stupid stupid. Cause he snitched. He snitched hard. And the fact that one of the things they tried to say was, she's so controlling. She never lets me play when I want to play. I wasted so many. Like, y'all want to know? I'll tell y'all the truth. You know what? I'm snitching. I am snitching. I know where we came from. As snitches get stitches. Well, guess what? I'm snitching. I already had stitches, and guess what? I'll get them again. Who cares? There's games on my channel that I was really enjoying playing, and y'all were enjoying watching me play. That I randomly stopped playing on
I
stream
knew it was around here.
because she wanted to play them off stream and see the rest of the story. It doesn't really sound like I was playing what I want to play and her not getting to play what she wants to play because she screwed up probably a dozen of my streams. And then ended up later on, because I was like, so do you want to? Because I was like, okay, so we're not too far, we're not that like, really really far ahead, so I can always just or in the stream. So I was like, so we can just finish the game and I can start over. Yeah, I can't think how many instances it was. So do you want to try to finish? For example, Alien Isolation. Yeah, bitch, I'm bringing in Alien Isolation. I was like, so you want to play some Alien Isolation? Try to finish the story? No, it's taking too long. I want to play something else. Bitch, you ruined my stream and you don't even want to keep playing it? Like, hello. I was about to be the one on inmate time. So I learned my lesson. And you know what I did? Stop letting her play games. That's one thing that she was mad about was the fact that from then on, after that one, I wouldn't stop a game that I was already streaming and let her play it. I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson big time right there.
Now where is it?
Hey, I haven't gotten this one yet. All right, Jason, where is it?
If I'm spotted, it's over.
Oh, I don't want that yet. Okay, so it's around here somewhere. It might be up there. Let's see, is it up here? Yes, it is. Hello there.
Knew it was around here.
So, yeah, if someone tries to get you to play a game that you're already streaming and mess up that stream just for their own amusement, and then just don't do it. They're gonna decide they don't want to play it anymore and leave it. I gotta go back and try to beat the first part of that game again just to get back to where I was in the stream, and I don't want to do that again because I was at the part where the thing comes at me. Also, y'all, I checked this entire cemetery and I could not find my own. I could not find my own grave. That sounds dark, but you know what? I looked. I feel like I'm probably not the only one who decided to come to the cemetery and see if I can find Jason Todd's grave.
Wow, that's
But
really
yeah,
something. Hey there,
I
hero.
looked and I did not find it. I feel like it's probably been taken up because I mean he's alive, but I had to know, okay? Wait, what's up with this? Those constants. Well, that's the constants he talks about the penguin. I doubt it. I feel like I'm missing something. thought there might be a batarang around here somewhere. So I'm trying to collect all of those. That's why I haven't started with the New Game Plus yet. I don't want to mess up anything until I can find all of my stuff. I'm trying to platinum the game. You know, I just brought him out, kind of just threw him into action. Yeah, I'm about to see Bruce in a hot minute, so let's see Bruce. Let's see old Brucey Bobby. I figured that'd be here. Alright, Court of Owls. Alright, I'll probably take out the Court of Owls and then stop, but I just wanted to give y'all a little update and tell y'all what's been going on. I know it's probably, y'all probably, or there's probably some of you might care, but I know there's probably a lot of you who don't, but it's finally getting to where I don't cry myself to sleep, and my depression is, I mean, I still get a little, I still have like a little bit that I'm dealing with, but it's, I am so much happier than I was. And getting strained, let out anger, frustration. I got a couple of videos on the YouTube channel where you can't hear anything. I know I got one in particular with a Red Dead Redemption stream. I had the camera on at the time, but you couldn't hear anything. I didn't know that my camera audio wasn't working. It was just a headset. And basically all I was doing was talking and crying and no words coming out. So I'm basically mouthing words and crying. And that, I went back and seen that video, and this is going to sound really weird. It might sound, some people might be able to relate to it. If you can't, I really hope. I'm sorry. Things get better. Really, they really do. But, when I saw that video, all I could think about was that's how I'm feeling. Crying and unheard. Like, I'm talking, but no one, like, no one can hear me.
Please be careful.
That's deeper than it needs to be, but it's... But I've gotten to where now I talk to people, so yay. I mostly talk to Doug. He has a psychology degree, it's fine. Hi, everybody. And he listened. I punched this woman in the back of the head. But he listens, and I feel like I have someone to listen to me.
Come on.
I don't feel like I did. And it's like, it's really like Jake Snake Roberts said in his DVD. I think is that the DVD that they made when they were having beef with Jake Roberts? But anyway, he said, I'm not happy about where I've been, but I'm truly excited about where I'm going. And trust me when I say life is hard. It's probably the hardest thing anyone can ever do is just doing life. But for a long time, I felt alone. I did. Get your ass down. I felt like No one was listening. No one felt invisible.
Wow.
I really did. I felt invisible. When I was a kid, this is gonna sound stupid, but it's kind of like a little tie-in. But when I was a kid, I went to the movies and saw Fantastic Four. And that was the movie where I experienced on-screen love for the first time with Johnny Storm. It was the one with Chris Evans, Johnny Storm. When I was little, I saw Invisible Woman, and I was like, what would it be like to be invisible? It would be so cool to be invisible. Like, no one could see you, no one would know you were there. You could do whatever you want. Well, growing up, then I grew up, and this might sound weird, but I felt what it felt like to be invisible. No one knew you were there. It was like being invisible. It's like being a ghost almost. You were there, but no one knew you were there. That's what it felt like. But now I feel seen. I'm really happy about that. I feel seen. I feel like people are finally starting to take me seriously. Well, except for those weirdos on Discord that send messages saying, yeah, I do art for streamers and don't take no for an answer. After you say no. When I say and when I say after you say no, I don't mean after saying, oh no thank you, I don't want that. I tried to be nice. I tried to tell this person, no, I'm broke. I don't have no money. I don't even have a card. So how can I buy something over the internet without a card? And they still were being persistent. I was trying to tell them, yeah, no, I don't have a debit card. I don't have a credit card. No, I don't. I sorry, I can't. They're trying to give me that freaking gift card. No, I know that scam. I am happy with my basic little channel. I'm happy just how I am. But yeah, I am. You know, for a long time, I bounce back and forth with subjects, guys. I'm sorry, but sometimes my brain goes off on rabbit trails. For the longest time, I'll tell you the truth. From March 2022. I think it was 2022. No, it was 2023. March 2023. Why do I? Ew, that's your ratchet bastard. March 2023 to I would say about May of 2024. I was crying myself to sleep practically every night. And that is a hurting thing. My chest hurt. My head hurt. My stomach hurt. And all of that was over abandonment from somebody that I thought was my friend.
People are awful. They didn't hurt anyone.
Abandonment. I should be used to it by now. Every friend I've ever had's left. one went off and one had another, just like this one. One went off, one had another friend, and I would be like, hey, we should do so and so this week. This week, it'd be
That's it.
like we could go to the river and put the kayaks in, or we could take the golf cart out and go to Sonic and get an ice cream. But at the time, ice cream was like $1 a piece. I knew somebody with a gas powered golf cart. I was like, or we could go hunting. I mean, I know it's not like hunting, but I got an old deer stand across the road on a piece of land. We could just sit there and shoot the breeze. You didn't want to actually go out and do anything, or we could play video games, something like that. They're like, yeah, I'll get back to you, I'll let you know. Literally 30 minutes later, right in front of my face, they said, so what are we doing this week, so-and-so? When I tell y'all, I thought this person was supposed to be a friend. This is a completely different person. This was longer ago than that. This happened before I even met the person that I was talking about. I was talking about before. But this one just, I was like, okay, that's what we're doing. So this was at like a youth group. I was in a youth group. I was about 16 at the time of this one. And I was like, this is what we're doing. Okay, I'm not doing this. So I was like, no. So then I was like, well, I've got other friends. I mean, I had a couple of friends that I met at my sophomore year. I think it was sophomore year of high school for the prom. We were in high school, but we had prom. It was really cool actually. And I was like, well, I can talk to them. And I was able to talk to that person for a long time. Well, I said a long time. They ended up going to college and act like they were better than everybody else. One of them still, I mean, we don't talk anymore, but her sister, the, not the one that, not the youth group girl, the downstate girl. We'll call her downstate girl. Downstate girl's sister and girl's sister's husband, they're as nice as they can be. I Downstate girl's sister's husband still talks to Duck sometimes. And every so often we'll hear from them on Facebook. They even invited us to their wedding. Then we had some that was from New York, and I was like, that's so cool. There's people from out of state. I was like, it's so cool. We have friends from out of state, and one of them we met at the same time as out of state girl, or downstate girl. And we were friends with them for a long time. We would go to upstate. They were upstate. We'll call them New York because they were originally from New York. So we would hang out like once or twice a year. We would go to New York's house and we'd spend the night, hang out. They'd come to our place and we would ride the horse, and I had a horse at the time. His name was TJ. And they'd ride the horse. It was a lot of fun. And they went off to college, met preppy, snobby, rich people friends. And then started they stopped being friendly. A couple of them just stopped talking altogether, but one of them was just snobby acting anymore. We still have one left us after he got how many girls? Okay, so let's see if I can compare those. So,
Relax.
This is Lumpy. So Lumpy, he got a girlfriend, ditched us. Like we would hang out with Lumpy and what do I call you? What do I call him? Well, I'll call him Nathaniel. We always call him Nathaniel. So Lumpy and Nathaniel, we used to hang out with them all the time. Like we were always at their place or at Nathaniel's place, or they were over here. We were always, or either we were gone to the mall, something like that, or the movies. But we hung out all the time. Like me, Duck, Lumpy, and Nathaniel, we were a clique. Like we were a clique. And Lumpy got a girlfriend. Stopped hanging out with us. So it was just me, Duck, and Nathaniel. So we still hung out. We'd hang out. We would play games. Lumpy came back. Girlfriend broke up with him. He came back. We were like, oh, hey, welcome back. It was almost. We tried to act like no. We, like nothing happened. We're like, okay, cool, welcome back. And it was nice. And then he ended up getting another girlfriend. Ditched us again. So this time they stayed together, which I'm happy they stayed together. But he never came back. He stopped talking to us altogether. Nathaniel stuck around. After that, we hear from Nathaniel every so often, to this day. And I'm really happy about that. I'm really glad that Nathaniel's doing good. I'm very happy that we still get to hear from him every so often. I'm glad we're still friends. So we still have Nathaniel. Yay, Nathaniel. Because we also had Austin. We don't really hear much out of Austin anymore. We're still friends, but we don't really hear much out of him. It's kind of like one of those friendships where it's like, you can go, like, he didn't really abandon us, if that makes sense. Him and Austin and Nathaniel never really abandoned us, so we're kind of still close with them. We just don't really talk anymore. Like, we'll hear from them in a Facebook comment once in a while. But they got their own lives, they're doing their own thing. But we never were on bad terms, if that makes sense. I don't think I'm missing anybody. So, the old moderator that I had for the Twitch channel, we will refer to her as Traitor.
One will be provided for you. Do you understand these rights?
So it's cops. I don't get no XP for fighting cops. So I've already told y'all the whole thing with Traitor. Hello.
Thank you!
God damn it!
Like I said, wasted almost 10 years of my life on friendship that I thought was there, and in reality, I was just she was just using me because she had recently stopped talking to her old best friend. They had some kind of fight, falling out, something, and she decided that she was going to find a new friend.
Is there a convention in town?
And I was just a poor, sorry sap that got caught in the crosshairs and didn't know it. I was just like, oh boy, a friend. I was like a freaking human golden retriever, like friend. So I was down to have a friend. I was so happy to finally have a friend. You know, I said I don't meet people online. Yeah, well, that's where I met this person. It was online, on Quotive actually. I do have one friend, Alex, who I met on Quotive, and she's awesome. I really need to get back on Discord and talk to her, but I am terrible with Discord. I forget I even have it sometimes. But this person, Trader, I should have known. I really should have, because the first time I ever met them, they wanted something. I had this, like, this was 2014. I was a cringy teenager. Granted, I was 17. I shouldn't have been cringy anymore, but guess what? I was. Like I said, I was forced to grow up, so when I finally got out of that, I was back to being a child. Cringe and all. But I would write little stories for people, little one-page stories. I think they back then they called one-shots. But I would write a little page story for people. I'd be like, put in a request, and I'll write you a little story, a little one-page story. That was the first time I ever talked to them. Was they put in a story request. I want to think it was for someone Charlie character. I don't remember if it was Nathan Drake or Harry Flint. But the reason that they started talking to me was to get me to hurry up with the stories and try to, because I at the time I didn't know them, so I was like, well, I got other people's stories to write. Let me finish with these. I got to finish theirs because they're further ahead on the list. Didn't want to wait. Want hers written first. I finally got to the point. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna write this. Just write this one. Hurry it up. Then she was like, then she put another question, like, just whenever you get done with the others, if you could do this one, it'd be nice. And started talking real nice, and so I was like, fine, and then hop up every day. So I was on there every day writing those things, trying to get them done. I finally closed out the little request page. So I was like, I am exhausted, I want to do something else, so but she still talked. After that, I was like, hey, you're such a good writer. You want to do a story together and blah blah. And I didn't have a good track record with friends, cringy teenager. I said, sure. My goodness, the cringe. I need to delete those things. Those things is cringy. But and out of date. Like nothing in there is up to date. Let's be watching TV on the roof.
There's no oversight. They can do whatever they want. Yeah. What can we do?
And it was a whole thing, but
Yeah.
I am free. I'm finally free to be the person I want. I am doing my own thing. I don't have to worry about what anybody else wants. Anybody else means this person. But Trader, I ain't gotta worry about Trader wants. I ain't gotta worry about possibly messing up a story that she didn't want to go in that direction. I can do my thing. I'm enjoying writing. Finally, I am happy. I'm streaming again. My streams don't feel like a chore or a dictatorship, which is what they were starting to feel like I was under a dictatorship. But this is my thing. I'm doing my thing. Duck's helping me with it. We're getting my channel back to where we both think it needs to be. It's so cool having somebody helping with the channel that actually wants to see it succeed. Because it's a bad thing when you think when somebody says oh no, I want to see you succeed at this because I know how much you want to do it, and they're doing everything they can in the shadows to ruin it. Like, she would literally kick people out of my streams, and they weren't even doing anything.
They're super dangerous. They should be
I found some of the comments, and I would literally have to go and apologize to those people. They never followed back, but I felt bad about it. I was like, I mean, you didn't deserve that. I'm sorry it happened. I looked at him. I'd be like, I looked at it myself, and you didn't do anything. She would get mad if the comments were, if somebody said something about her, and not about the channel. We had nothing to do with my actual channel. And that's what she was there for. That's what her position was. I have to tell her, hey, your job on the channel, is to keep people from causing problems with the channel. You've got to keep your emotions in check. But no, somebody said something about her, they were getting banned from my channel. Keep telling me people I had to unban. Did they come back? No. Do I blame them? No. I wouldn't have come back either. But it was, I know y'all getting sick of me by now. I kind of just do this to rant when I'm feeling. I really had a lot on my mind tonight, and I just really needed to get it out. If people see this, I really hope that it helps. I really hope it's helpful. Be careful. If you stream, be careful who you put in positions on your channel, because some people that try to say they're for you are not for you. And that's something I learned the hard way. But it is getting late, and I really need to get a shower. But if you guys enjoyed, really thank you for listening, for those that do listen. I really hope that this helps someone out there as much as it helps me to make these videos. And if you enjoyed, stop by. Check us out on social media pages. We got GamerGames54, which is mine, and then we got TruffordDuck55, which is Force and Ducks. He's on this channel a lot. He's on it as much as I am. We actually streamed some Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 today. It was a lot of fun. I highly recommend checking it out. We streamed some, of course, it was some bot matches, but I forgot I had the game. That wasn't my bad. But it was really a lot of fun. We raged a little bit. And there's a couple of Osir streams, more recent, on the channel. Osir is a lot of fun. If you haven't checked out the game Osir, the Insult Simulator, highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. It's really goofy. And keep an eye out, because tomorrow we will be hopefully streaming some 2K24. That's one of our go-to games, is WWE 2K24. It's a lot of fun. Those streams are always fun. But the YouTube channel is Gamer Gibbs. If you want to check us out over there, all of my past streams are on there, as long as it doesn't say on the channel Twitch exclusive, because of course that would be a Twitch exclusive. Because we streamed some South Park, and that turned out to be a Twitch exclusive, because we found a journal, and I'm not gonna say what's in it, but don't touch the journal. But I'm trying to remember what my outro is. The fact that I can be saying something, but if I know what I'm saying, but if I stop and say something else and try to go back to it, I cannot pick up where I left off. I can't remember. My brain's fried. But I'll just say this. Put yourself first. Your mental health is the only person who's going to worry about your mental health is most, of course, is you. You need to really put yourself first. Be careful with people. Take care of yourself. Really, I mean that. Really, please take care of yourselves. There's situations that I know it's really hard to pull yourself out of. If you need somebody, I will listen. That's one thing I know I'm good at, is just, I might just sit here quietly, but I will be listening. I will take time for anybody that needs me. Because I don't want to live in a world where no one's nice to each other. Because if you can't go to somebody and be like, I'm in a dark place, I need help, and no one will listen, I don't want to be in that. I don't want to be associated with those people. I don't want to be around that. We really need to be lifting each other up. I seen a quote that said, I don't want to live in a world where being kind is a sign of weakness. And I don't want to be in a world where people just aren't kind. We need kind people out there. People need to be nice to each other. You never know what somebody's going through. Just do one random act of kindness. You you might be at like the dollar store and someone could be having the worst day and just be standing there with 2 cans of soda. Just and you might have a basket of stuff. You'd be like, hey, you want to go ahead of me? You only have like 2 items. You never know. That might just be what makes somebody's day. Just try to be the light for at least one person. If you can, you never know. You might be the nicest thing to happen to them all day. Just remember that. Just be nice to each other. Take care of yourself, especially. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Take care of the planet. The planet really needs it. But I hope y'all have a great night. And or great day, which it will, if it's night or day when you're watching this. For me, it's nighttime. It's actually 5 till 2 in the morning, and I need a shower because I am sweating. But keep on keeping on, everybody. That's like my quote around here is keep on keeping on. And until we come back together to embark on another crazy adventure just like this one. Hang on. There we go. Oh, nice snap. Deuces.